Tuve la oportunidad de conversar con Jharrel Jerome y Michael Peña de la película Unstoppable, una historia que te deja un ejemplo de resiliencia, de enfoque, de fortaleza y mucho más. Un ejemplo, una historia de familia y de fortaleza, de empeño y de determinación en lograr tus objetivos. No se pierdan lo que me contaron, todo lo que pasó detrás, todo el entrenamiento, incluso el trabajo de Jennifer López, que hizo un personaje maravilloso que nos recuerda a todas las madres. Una película que te va a tocar el alma, no se la pierdan pronto en Amazon Prime Video. Esto fue lo que me contaron.
Guys, welcome to Miami. How are you?
Good.
Pretty good.
When I saw Unstoppable, the film, two things came to mind, which is something that's so relatable and so universal. The defiance of expectations of others and expectations that you have of yourself. For you guys, how was that? What did you learn about yourselves doing this? Because, well, you are amazing and you are so inspiring throughout the film. How was that for you both?
That's interesting because I'm like, yeah, you're right. It's like, what do you do? Like, there's a task that you have to do, and then, you know, some of the tasks, like, I used to get really nervous every time I acted, every time I did interviews, especially, like, early on. And now I'm like, I'm okay with it. I'm like, it feels what it feels. But that is like an obstacle that I think every performer, you know, I've seen like super A-listers have the same exact stuff. And you're like, oh, this is another obstacle that you have to deal with. You have to prepare. You have to prepare for that performance energy or that anxiety or sometimes the nerves or, you know, whatever it is. And you just have to prepare knowing that that's going to happen, you know, and confront it and deal with it. And that's, you know, that happens in this movie, you know, by a lot.
Definitely, yeah.
I went, for me, I went on a physical journey that I've never
I bet.
thought I'd ever go on or kind of make it out of. You know, 7 months lifting and getting on the mat and learning a sport that I have, you know, I'm very new to, and getting thrown up and thrown on the mat and, you know, all kinds of things, bruises and cuts, and, you know, I'm a tough guy, but I'm not as tough as these wrestlers, you know, so I really had to, for me, it wasn't about learning wrestling as much as it was learning the confidence of a wrestler.
Yeah.
Being okay with getting slammed, being okay with getting picked up, being okay with throwing yourself all your might, all your will. And I learned that, and so now, you know, don't mess with me.
So from now on, would you say that you won't be afraid to probably try some challenging roles like that? Because that's something.
Yeah, I kind of only want to try challenging roles. You know, I think once a bar's set, I'm big on. I want the you know what's after that. So I don't know what's gonna be harder than this physically, but.
Not much, but for me, I was like, "What do you want me to get in shape?" They're like, "No, you're good. No, you're good." I'm like, "You don't want me to lean up a little bit, get a little stronger?" They're like, "You're good."
It's fine.
Because that's the best time to be in the gym when you're getting paid for it. Right?
Oh yeah. Oh, dude, that's
That's the only part.
That's the only.
no. That's when you really get motivated and everything becomes easy.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, that's true. Inspiration in a film like this, where you have like the main characters are people that are alive, that are out there. Was that scary for you guys to portray these roles of these people that are there?
Yeah, I mean, like for me, I always wrestle a little bit, like how much of the person do you actually want to, you know, like imitate and embody, and how much, like, because there's true life, right? There's real life, and then there's the movie version, how somebody sees it, and it's just a little bit different. So like, I take a little bit here, I take a little bit there, and then I compromise. But whatever's good for the story, that's what I want to do.
And something that called my attention too, and that made the movie so relatable, the role of the mother, which Jennifer Lopez plays amazing.
Jennifer
Who? I'm sorry.
Lopez?
Lopez.
Okay,
Yeah, that one.
The icon.
She's
okay.
amazing throughout the whole film, and she reminds us of the typical Latina mom. She's always there. She's like this constant force of nature throughout the film.
I love that. That's a stereotype. That's amazing.
That's
cool.
a good stereotype.
I like that.
And yeah, when you see the film, she reminds you of your mom, and she reminds everyone of everyone's mom.
Yeah, that's cool.
How was that character for you guys?
I think you said it very well. Anthony's not Anthony without Judy. You know, it's a wrestling movie, but it's also a family movie, and Anthony had a lot of wrestling to do off the mat as well. And his biggest teammate was his mom. So Jennifer, she's a great mother in real life. She loves her kids, and so she took a lot of that and she just put it right into the performances, as well as like I'm from the Bronx too, so she kind of really took me in as somebody that she felt like she's known for a long time. So we got real comfortable, and yeah, she did her thing. She's able to shut the world off, all that noise that must be in her head. She's able to shut it off and get to it. So it's really impressive.
That's awesome. Congratulations, guy. You made me cry more than once. So that's great because I never cry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.